I'm out of diet caffeine-free Coke, but I do have diet caffeine-free Sprite. I want to talk about the live virtual junk event followed by the in-person event. This will be a live streaming event that's on my YouTube channel. This is not just going to be any junk removal event. This is going to be the junk removal event of the century, of the decade. Dispatch will be going in beta, so this is going to be a software announcement to let you guys know the software's out, talk about the software, why we're different than everybody else, and why I'm so excited to bring this junk removal software to you guys. It is going to be the CRM, FSM that changes everything. It's going to help you grow, manage, and scale your business. I am very excited to share this software, but what I want to talk about, what else is in this event, guys, is I'm going to be dropping some insane content in this event. It might be just as good as my course, if not better. And I really don't want to stress enough, guys, that you make the live virtual event, because if you make the live virtual event, you are eligible for the giveaway and all of the goodies that I'm going to be giving away. A lot of stuff. One of the things I'm going to be giving away is a brand new dump trailer. Somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000 brand new dump trailer, and we're going to give it away live. This is not a sales pitch course. There's nothing to sell. Everything is going to be given for free. And of course, my software, there will be a free trial and all that stuff too. But all the goodies and content, the dump trailer, possibly a truck, for free. No catches, no gimmicks, no nothing. I won't announce the speakers just yet. I'll wait till we get closer. The live event will probably take around 12 p.m. And then the live event will probably be around 4 or 5 p.m. in person in Los Angeles, close to me, where we can all mingle for a few hours, get to know each other, talk, discuss strategies, and just shoot the shit. I hope tons of you make it to the live virtual event. And if you happen to be close by, somewhere in California, I hope you make the in-person event. I'm thinking this is gonna change the home services industry completely, but definitely the junk removal industry. I am very passionate about junk removal because I have been doing it, so this is very close to my heart. So I am going to disrupt the junk removal industry. So please register for the live event so you can be notified, you can get updates, and you don't miss it. It is going to be incredible. All right, guys. Wow, we have surpassed 2 years in business. 2 years and 4 months or something like that, guys. If you look at this video here, I break down my first year in business. I did over $1 million in sales, and this year, guys, we are going to break $1 million again. This video is going to be kind of just like a reflection, just kind of a compilation of all the struggles I went through in the beginning. So I'm going to compile all of the old clips of me working and just progressively growing, because I kind of wanted to see the growth of where I started to where I am now, and just the journey that I've been on, because it's kind of crazy that 2 years ago, 2 years, 4 months ago, I was on the truck, desperate, struggling, trying to make it. I see a lot in the Facebook groups, guys, of people talking about, don't listen to those YouTubers, especially the YouTubers who make millions of dollars. I don't know any other YouTuber that talks about making $1 million. So I feel like they're all pointing their fingers at me, talking, which I don't care. I really don't care. But there is something I do want to talk about really quick before we go through the history of Andrew's journey from nothing to doing $1 million gross a year. And I've said this in plenty of videos, guys. I don't remember the exact saying, but it's something about revenue is vanity, profit is sanity. It's true. $1 million is not impressive if you just take home $5, $100K, $200K. We are gonna break down my second year of expenses. In the next video, I'm actually gonna show my tax returns. We're gonna break down the expenses. I'm gonna show my profit and loss. So I'm really excited. In the next couple weeks, I'm gonna be showing you guys everything. But I do wanna remind you guys that yes, I'm in Los Angeles. And yes, I decided to step back out of the business, hire a phone sales team. I'm also off the truck, and I'm not even running my own operations. So I've stepped so far back that my margins are drastically lower. There's a lot of people out there that I see running successful companies where they're heavily involved, and you should be. The only reason I pulled back was because I was planning on scaling even more. So I wanted to get my systems in place and my operations in place and have an operations manager so that I can launch my third LA truck, launch a fourth LA truck. My operations were systematized, everything was ready to go. Point of this whole thing, guys, is when we look at my journey from where I began to where I ended, I want you to realize that $1 million is not impressive if you're not pulling in good profits. Now, my profits the first year were great. The second year, they were okay, because I haven't ran operations. I was completely off phones. I'm completely off the truck. The first year was a little different. I mean, I did do good profits. I did really good, even though I spent a lot of money on Google ads. Profits were great, but I just want you guys to keep in mind, revenue is vanity. It's just a vanity metric. It doesn't mean you're a millionaire. My company's not even worth $1 million, not even close. That's not how the valuation of a company works. Because you grossed $1 million doesn't even mean you're nowhere near a millionaire. It also doesn't mean your company's worth $1 million, and we're gonna talk about that in future videos, but I just wanted to bring that to light real quick, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am for you guys to see what I put together. It's really cool to kind of just see the journey and the growth that I went from how much I was struggling to where I am now with this beautiful Christmas tree. So let's just dive in. Whoopsh. There's also a few checks in here that aren't logged, so I actually made more than this. I'm not counting the amount collected because that's tips, so we're doing the net sales, 730 plus 901 plus a $109,000 job plus a $30,000 check, which was my first demolition job. I have done 1.7 million in gross sales under 2 years, guys. Check it out. I literally just finished a job right now. It took me 10 minutes to load up, 200 bucks. I did another $200 job before this, so already 400 bucks today. And dude, it literally is, the jobs are like 15 minutes. Dude, it's so easy to load this shit up. Wait till I start getting big jobs and start running ads. Here we go. Job number 4. We got a bunch of tree trimmings in the backyard. Going good though. Got these on so the sticks don't poke my eyes out. Looking pretty good. But yeah, today we're disposing of tree branches and furniture. Real talk, we started a junk removal company because we can't find an investor for Gypsy right now, so we're gonna fund it ourselves. All right, guys, that is a full load. Okay, so we are in Sherman Oaks doing a quick $450 load. I've been working for about 15 minutes. Should be done in another 20. Let's see. Okay, all done. Look at that. Took me just shy of an hour. I would have gone faster but I was kind of going slow, and honestly it's my real, I'd have to say that's my real first actual like real junk job where I made a decent amount of money. And yeah. Hey Tom, this is not including all the mattresses that we got the first time that filled up half of our truck. We're here bagging all this shit, and there's still 2-3 bags to go, and this isn't including the stuff along the perimeter too. All kinds of shit and homeless stuff around the perimeter. Then you got another bag or two. I mean, you got some cushions and some shopping carts. I mean, you got 2-3 bags of shit over here. This is not a $600 job. It's not as gross smelling to me as the guys are complaining, but this is a very time consuming, disgusting, bending over bagging, not including all the mattresses that we picked up that took up half the dump truck. So yeah, I just wanted to be completely honest with you. I'm going to, talk to you. All right, bye. Let me show you my crew. Ah. What's up? So yeah, the dump is closed and I have to return this. So I'm gonna throw away what I can into my dumpster at my house. The first junk removal truck I started with, a 14-foot box truck, and it is now being towed. I was renting it for $400 a month, 2009, 270,000 miles, transmission blew. I felt really bad because, I got it looked at because I was gonna buy it, and then when I got it looked at, the dude said the transmission's gonna go any second, like the tranny was bad, and he told me not to buy it. So I told the guy, like, hey man, I can't buy it because the dude says the transmission's bad. I was gonna return it to him, and he's like, oh, okay, you know. And then he offered me a really good deal. He's like $5,000, which is a really good idea, a really good deal still, because this thing is still going for 15 grand with that many miles on it. But and then the tranny broke down 2 weeks later. I feel horrible because I'm renting it from him, and I broke it, and it broke down on me, and you know, he could have sold it to somebody at least while I was running. But well, it is what it is. I'm gonna do my best to help out. Let's talk why I left tech to start a trash company. It's actually junk removal, but trash just sounds so much more dirty. I have decided to leave tech temporarily. Let's put that out there. It's clickbait. You know, I've been in tech for a really long time, and the pandemic really fucked things up for me, and the travel space, and you guys know that I'm working on Gypsy, or at least you should, which is a travel app. It got to the point of I needed to figure something out. I have a girlfriend, 2 kids, and I had no money left. I was talking to a friend of mine, but he's like, I know how you can make cash now. He told me about the junk removal space. He just told me about like how easy you can get to 3 trucks or 5 trucks, and you can turn it into a multi-million-dollar business. He hit me up a year ago, and he's like, let's do this together. He's like, Andrew, you run the marketing advertising, you do the website, you do the ads, you do all that stuff, and I'll do phone sales, being on the physical truck until we get workers or employees to be on the truck. I'll do all the manual labor. So anyways, that was the plan. The plan did, however, go south. Anyways, I started the junk removal business without him. I had to, because I had no money left. I knew so much because of him already. I knew the business of like how he charged and what he did and where he got all of his leads. And then you go onto YouTube and there's just so much more. Countless hours of research and studying, and I was like, oh my God. They had videos titled, how to make $1,000 a day. And that's when I really was like, okay, there are people doing $1,000 a day with pretty decent margins, killing it. Built a website using Wix. Wix is incredibly easy. You know, you don't even have to do any coding anymore. But I had Craigslist going, and then I had Thumbtack going, and then Google Maps. I started getting my reviews going on Google Maps, and then Google Ads. The very first month or so was pretty slow. Got a job for a couple $100, and I was like, oh wow, okay. That took me like 10 minutes to load up, a couple $100. Then I just started getting bigger jobs. And I was like, holy crap, you know, like I was doing 500 a day or 700 a day. Now I'm doing like a minimum of $1,000 a day. Granted, I'm spending anywhere from $200 to $500 a day on Google Ads now. December, I did 25,000. The month before that was like 15,000. The month before that was like 10,000. Last month, January, was 43,000 gross. So I did very well for my 5th month. I'm hoping the 6th month does even better. Yeah, I left tech temporarily to build a business that actually brought me income, and it's doing incredibly well. Here we are with dump truck number 1. So I am meeting one of my crews right now, and I am going to be doing vehicle maintenance all day because, oh boy, I have been solely focused on finances and phone calls, and I haven't been maintaining the crews and managing the crews, and man, things really got messy. Like vehicles not taken care of, just general sloppiness. I really have to be on top of my, 'cause I have 2 crews running now. 4 employees per truck, 2 working 4 days a week, 2 employees working 3 days a week, 4 employees per truck, both logging full-time hours, like both crews logging 40 hours minimum per week. But yeah, I have not been helping with managing the truck's maintenance. I've just kind of been letting the crews do it and kind of just trusting, hey, when an oil change is due or a flat tire, having them go do it. But I'm gonna get back in the game and start swapping vehicles and helping them do dump runs and doing the maintenance myself, because I gotta be on top of it until I actually have a manager. Gentlemen, seriously, real talk. We were considering our first F-150 used. Payments would have probably been $500 to $700 a month, but we ended up getting a new one. Payments were $1,069 a month. It was worth it. Now, I only say get a new truck if you're really gonna like go all in. 100 million% because that's the difference of one job. I am in LA, jobs are a lot more. Full load out here is $1,000. You know, I guess this depends on where you're at, but for me, it's literally one job. 440 is our average job size right now. Sometimes it goes down to 400. When I first started, our average job size was probably 350 to 400 in that range, but I've gotten it up to 450, but it's well worth it because I am now waiting on a hydraulic repair guy to come fix our baby.
Hey!
Good. Long time no see. Yeah. All right. Looks like you guys met.
Yeah.
So you guys ready to rock and roll? There's ladders on the outside and the inside, so you can easily get up there. I think the dolly's in the back. You'll see I added ramps. So they're pretty heavy, so both of you will just need to lift it up. And the infamous toolbox. There's now a toolbox too, and a cone holder. So upgraded all the bad boys. What's up, YouTube? Here we are at JunkCon 2022. All right, ooh, Junk Doctors. That's his company, the guy who's hosting this. Ooh, it's a 550, dang. Filming the guy filming. How's it going, man?
Good, how you doing?
Pretty good. I think this is his race car, the main guy.
Oh, wow.
See, like, it's a giant toolbox. You could, like, so it goes all the way across. So they do the ladder on the side too, but we do that as well. You see JRA, when they build these trucks, they put little convenient things on for you. Ooh, look how, like,
Ramp.
yeah. We'll have a brand new one. Hey, just quick question, Lee. For the raffle, it's this truck, right?
No, not doing it.
No, dang. Okay, I'm just kidding.
JRA.
We're supposed to put these in
the convention center.
a box.
Again, $1,000 cash prize for William Guthrie.
Here's the deal. My Ventura location runs itself now. Got a good quality crew-ish. Here's the problem. Here's our tool setup, right? I'm trying to organize it right now, and we're working with these check-in, check-out sheets. And I come up here, you know, once a week, twice a week if I can, sometimes once every 2 weeks. Problem is my crews are constantly losing tools, constantly keeping the truck dirty. I made the check-in, check-out sheets better, but like, I'm still missing 2 batteries for the Sawzalls and stuff. So that's just like another $150 gone right there. I gotta get really on these check-in, check-out sheets, because the hard part is like, okay, they mark everything checked, check in and check it out. But I come here and shit's missing. I'm still learning too. You know, like I have 2 locations. This one, like it runs like butter, but things go missing. It's sloppy. Everything just seems like they just don't give a shit about it. Like they just disrespect my stuff. And we had a team meeting and I was like, hey guys, you need to respect my stuff. Okay, I laid it nice and clear and I was stern, and it's still just like complete trash up here. So yeah, I'm still learning too, guys. I'm trying to figure things out, how to communicate with your employees, how to like make them respect you. I feel like I pay my guys and I'm very lenient. I'm a good boss. I struggle with a lot of stuff over here too, and I'm working on it. But anyways, I gotta go back to the tool store, get a couple batteries and figure this out. All right, guys, Andrew's first real demo project. This is the first demo where we rented a Bobcat, an excavator, a Kubota, and a skid steer. It took, what, 5 days in total? It could have been done in 3 days if I was experienced, but this is my first demo project. This is what it looked like before. All right, guys, this is how we started. Okay, old versus new. And guys, the last video you saw, I said 15,000. He wanted us to take the concrete walls too. There was like 3 to 5 bays, then the long concrete wall that went all the way in the back across. So there was a lot of concrete. So we did it all for $26,000. Gonna try to get more. I'll let you guys know what happens. He's like, I probably owe you some money, huh? And he's like, even when I said, hey, we spent the whole day cutting rebar, took a lot longer than expected. He's like, hey man, he's like, just tell me what I owe you. So I'm gonna try to get 30. Here's my setup. We are using Ring Central. This is the phone system I use that I'm gonna be training some new phone guys to use, because today I'm actually trying to switch to hiring, which is something cool I'm gonna teach you guys about, is how to hire people from the Philippines. It's super awesome. You can find people from the Philippines who are very good at certain tasks. But now I am going to try to find some people to help me with phone calls and see how that works out. What up, guys? We are on our way to the launch house, which is like an entrepreneur startup, and they're doing a clean out, so we're gonna try to get some behind the scenes footage. I've heard of the launch house. It's like a $20 million house in the Pacific Palisades. So it's been a long time since I vlogged, so I'm gonna bring you guys along and show you some cool footage. So let's go see what this house is all about. Toodles! We are doing not a whole house clean out, but a lot of stuff, the remainder of the items I want to get rid of. This was a really cool little entrepreneur space launch house, but we got both trucks working.
Both babies.
All right, guys, there used to be a giant water cooler over here. I don't know if you remember. I'll try to show some clips here of us cutting out the plastic with chainsaws. It was a nightmare. We got rid of all the stuff that was over here. Containers are going. We actually bought the containers from them so we could scrap them, or the metal guys did. There was a giant metal shelf back there and a furnace behind it. It was crazy. Metal something, but it was huge. We got rid of this. Look how empty this is. Look at that, I just showed up. Show that whole room. So there was some stuff they wanted to keep. 5 machines right here, and then those metal beams back there they wanted to keep. But other than that, we got rid of a whole bunch of shit in this whole area. But look, we cleared out all the stuff upstairs. It's a little louder over here, but let me just show you the other side of the warehouse. So this is where all those furnaces were, guys. We had a bunch of furnaces right here, those big metal furnaces. All of it gone. And then this is where, come over here, honey. This is where that metal fence was, guys. So we took down the metal fence. Let's go upstairs, baby, we're done. This is the second upstairs. There was a bunch of shelves with metal components and pieces, and there's just a bunch of like heavy shit too. So as you can see, it's all clear. So yeah, guys, that is the big job. That was a $115,000 job. So we got one of my guys taking the truck. He's actually our future, very soon, operations manager. He's taking over. Ooh, get the trailer too over there. Oh yeah, look at that. We're gonna pull up the browser because there are a lot of haters. So we are going to refresh. Okay, I'm going to type in as.google.com. We're going to hit the sign in button. We're going to hit Jedi Junk Removal New. And we're going to go to good old all time. I'm going to show you my ad spend, guys. Boom. $411,000 in the last almost 2 years. Now we're going to go to Clover. We're going to log in. I want you guys to see me log into my Clover. And remember, this doesn't include a $109,000 wire transfer from the big job that I got. This is just the credit card machine that my guys rack up credit cards. We're going to go to reporting. We're going to go sales report. And we are going to go this year. Na, 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 621,000. 621 plus 109 is 730,000. And then if we go last year, there's also a few checks in here that aren't logged. So I actually made more than this. I'm not counting the amount collected because that's tips. So we're doing the net sales, 730 plus 901 plus a $109,000 job plus a $30,000 check, which was my first demolition job. I have done 1.7 million in gross sales under 2 years, guys. Let's tell you my story real quick. I've always been a software engineer my entire life. I started programming when I was 10 years old. But I started with HTML on AOL 3.0, and they would teach you basic HTML tags. So I was learning this shit at 10 or 11 years old. Then I just slowly progressed and started building more websites, learning PHP, learning databases like MySQL and all that stuff. The last app that I was working on was a travel app. I raised $150,000 from investors, and that was actually right before COVID hit. It was a travel app meant to travel with friends across the world, the globe, and they didn't even want you to hang out with your family. I kept telling the investors, it's gotta go away someday. I have the app semi-ready to go. You know, we wanted to start doing beta testing, but nobody wanted to fly, let alone pay for this new experimental travel app that I was trying to show to the world. Me and my lady had our second kid, newborn, and we're burning down to our last few $1,000s. And it's getting to a point where I'm like, we need money now. So one of my friends I was talking to, and he's like, dude, I used to do junk removal. I looked into it, I Googled it, I found Sonoma Strong, $1,000 a day, Steve Conroy, $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, and I was like, $1,000 a day. Started with Thumbtack, started with Craigslist, got to Google Ads probably by month one or like the end of month one, month two, I think. Went from 200 a day to 500 a day to 1,000 a day. From there, it's just been incredible. This is a great industry. If you're stuck and you need to figure out how to make some extra money, you can grow this into a very profitable business. You can do very well for yourself. I'm doing very well for myself. It takes a lot of work outside of the labor part, the marketing part, the hiring part. Everything is hard. It has potential. It is a very easy-ish, predictable path to make money. The service industry is so much easier to get into because it requires just your time, and everybody's gonna need this service, okay? You trade your time for money. It doesn't matter if it's landscaping, moving, junk removal. There are so many home services that you can get into that don't require a skill. People need this home service. So getting into the services business is a very safe, predictable, slow growth path, but very doable. That is the beautiful thing about junk removal. So guys, if you want to check out the course and you want your A to Z on how to build a junk removal business, check it out in the link below.